Let's go. It's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. So the very basic plot of the story is that Russia and US are once again fighting. I know, it always happens. It seems we are mortal enemies. And we have this character, Sam, who is basically, he's testing out the new unit, the ARS, and basically this will be that suit that you see him fucking shit up in. That's the new suit. It's basically like an enhanced suit with like super speed, super power, and all that great stuff. And the story itself is basically, you know, the same old type of, you go in a fight, you're barely winning, you have backup, there's a betrayal. It's very easy to see this story. I would say that some of the voice acting is not bad, some of it is bad. Most of the dialogue is corny and very forced, but, you know, who cares? And it has some of the best what the F moments. Like, literally, I was laughing out loud on parts where I guess it wasn't meant to be funny, but the way they scream, fuck, and shit, it just was hysterical. The end of the game comes at a sudden end and is a big downer. Not that I was, you know, amazed by the story throughout, but the ending just came out of nowhere, and it felt very short, and like this game is going to have a sequel. But I really don't want to wait for a sequel. I want to fucking finish the end of the story and then have another game. So overall, the ending really dragged it down for me and hurt the story a lot. Not that it was amazing anyway, but be calm and move on to the next section, because this is the only so-so section in this whole game. The graphics are fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Come on, say it with me. You ready? Fucking amazing. Some of the best graphics in this generation. I don't give a shit what people say. The frame rate is excellent. A ship is dropping down towards your face while you're shooting enemies while explosions are going off. Not a single frame rate drop. Excellent. The game runs really smooth. The effects, the lighting looks great. The design is very futuristic. It fits the goddamn game. I can't get over how amazing these graphics are. Everything runs so smooth. The animations are excellent. Overall, some of the best. It's a 10 out of 10 in the graphics section. The gameplay is basically a third-person shooter, but they wanted to put it on crack. Because when you put shit on crack, everything becomes insane! And that's what the game wants to do. It is basically an freaking third-person shooter that is going insane. You do all these nice flips, you flip to the side, you slide, you have a fucking boost pack that makes you slide throughout the floor, you shoot everything, it's slow motion, things are blowing up, things are jumping, things are shooting missiles at you. It's just like an explosion of holy shit. That's what it is. It's explosion of holy shit. And the game is just amazing. So basically, you'll take cover most of the time, shoot these enemies, but that would be another boring third-person shooter. Instead, you'll jump over the cover, in slow motion, by the way, shoot the shit out of an enemy's head, slide to the side, shoot it while you're sliding, by the way, go in slow motion, shoot another enemy, jump over, you know, a barrier, hide behind it to regenerate your booster, then jump back over it and start shooting again. The game is basically a non-stop action, and it works really well. It is a third-person shooter, but with the slow motion, with the boosters, with the awesome grenades, with all these, well, there's not too many weapons. That's one of the small bad things. But with all these different weapons that you can use, it basically never gets boring. It's non-stop action. There's not one boring part in this game. Two things I really want to mention that I liked. The upgrade system is very simple in this game. Basically, when you kill a certain amount of enemies, they will drop an upgrade cube. Whatever weapon you're holding, when you grab that upgrade cube, it will upgrade that weapon. I thought that was a very cool feature. Another thing I need to mention is that the boss battles are insanely fucking fun in this game. They're a little challenging, but they're a lot of fun. It's usually shoot the weak point to damage him, but the finishers you do on these bosses are awesome. So overall, I love fighting the boss battles and definitely break up from just fighting normal enemies. So, the only negative thing I have to say is I think that there's not enough weapons in this game. I feel there's a limited amount, and they could have put a lot more. And some of the weapons, like the chainsaw and that LFF, whatever it is, are just not really fun to use. Well, the other guns are a blast. So overall, most of the weapons are fun, but there's just not that many, and I wish there were more. So, in the end, do I like Vanquish? Well, it's a fucking blast to play. It looks wonderful, and it is so polished. I like to play games that are polished. I like to play games that don't frustrate me. There's basically only one negative feature I really didn't like. Basically, I was on Chapter 4, and I wanted to get footage of the older game, so I went back, grabbed footage of, like, Act 1 and 2, and then I went back to Act 4 to grab even more footage. What happened? It erased all my upgrades for my weapons. I get that it's going to erase your checkpoint, but why would you erase my fucking stats on weapons? It made the very last boss a fucking pain in the ass. A very big pain in the ass. But overall, besides that minor bullshit, the game is absolutely a blast to play. Slow motion and all has been used in games forever, but it works so well in this game. Fucking shooting is a blast. The graphics are amazing. The set pieces are wonderful. There's very little negative to say. The story is eh. Like I said, I wish there was a few more weapons, but if you can get over the so-so story and the weapons, you'll be fine. I strongly suggest trying this game out. I understand if you don't want to buy it. It's only about a 4 to 6 hour game, but it's worth it if you want to replay it again or you want to unlock the challenges and beat those. But overall, I suggest everybody try this game. It's one of the best third-person shooters I've ever played.
Complete the mission, did you not understand? We do what has to be done. I don't pick and choose how.